Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here at Alumni Diamond on this cloudy Saturday afternoon. I'm Kyle Scannell alongside Andrew Jamison, and today we have the Fairfield Stags taking on the St. Peter's Peacocks. Last time out, 8-7 win for the Stags in a hitter's duel. We saw 4 home runs for the Stags, 3 from the St. Peter's Peacocks. Today, on the other hand, we're looking for probably a different kind of a matchup. We have 18-mile-an-hour winds coming at us, so probably more of a pitcher's duel today. Andrew, what do you think we'll see today?
It's definitely going to be one of those grit and grind games, Kyle. We love these types of weather games where the winds are gusting. The ball's not going to be flying as much, so expect a pitcher's duel after a high-powered offensive game last time out. 8-7 was the score. The Stags rallied for most of the game, to be quite honest, as they were down 7-5 going into the bottom of the 8th inning, but 3 runs. Actually, excuse me, I take that back. They were in 7-5 after the top of the 7th, but then St. Peter's was held scoreless in the last 2 innings as Fairfield came back to tally 3 runs in the final 2 innings to prevail 8-7. Huge part of that, Luke Nomura, the sophomore. 2 home runs for him, as well as Ethan Hebert having a nice bounce-back game as well with 4 RBIs and 3 hits.
Right, yeah, we'll see them today in the 2 and 3 hole. Nomura getting the bump up in the lineup after last game, so we'll see if he's able to utilize that position there up in the lineup, try to get on base for his teammates and score some early runs in this game.
Yeah, and as of right now, these MAC games, each one matters. Looking at the conference standings, Fairfield is in 3rd right now behind Niagara and Ryder, but St. Peter's, they're a scrappy team. We saw this with basketball, similar story with baseball. This team is not going to give up. They have a bend but don't break mentality, and they were in that game from start to finish yesterday. Don't expect anything different today.
Absolutely. 4 minutes until first pitch here. We will catch you with the first pitch in just a few. Stay tuned. All right, action almost underway here. 2 minutes to go. Bowen Baker taking the mound for the Stags today.
Yeah.
Left-hander.
Baker on the year, up 5.50 ERA, 2-5 on the year, 8 appearances, all 8 of those being starts. Looking to advanced metrics, 36 innings pitched, 16 walks, and 40 strikeouts. So this is a heavy strikeout guy, and he's going to look for a similar story today because this ball is not going to be flying much with the weather conditions. So he's going to look to be efficient and punch batters out here.
Right, yeah, and he's going to have to do that against a heavy amount of righties. The Peacocks have sent out a lineup consisting of 8 out of 9 right-handed hitters. The only lefty in there is going to be the DH, Tyler Smith, so he's going to have to be facing a bit of more of a challenging lineup stacked against him there.
Absolutely, and Blake Helmstar went 5 innings yesterday in that win versus St. Peter's 8-7, so they do have a plethora of bullpen arms. So don't be surprised if manager Courier in his 13th season goes to his bullpen because they certainly have a plethora of arms available. Because this is the type of game that's going to drag pitchers out. The pitch count's going to be very high up. It's going to be grueling at bats. So don't be surprised if the bullpens become the deciding factor in this game here today.
Yeah, absolutely. And we know that pitching's been a thing that's been hurting these Stags, right? Coming into today with a 14-6 overall record. A lot of those losses have come from high amounts of runs let up. The offense has been solid, but it's that pitching consistency that they need to find.
And, we saw that struggling during that South trip in the year with trips to JMU, UNC Greensboro. A lot of high-power, prolific offensive teams. Not saying that Fairfield is one, as their offense is up there with some of the best. However, pitching ultimately is what gives up run, and what decides wins and losses, Kyle? Runs. So the backbone of any team is pitching, and it's going to have to be on point here today.
Seconds away from first pitch here. Leadoff batter coming in for St. Peter's is going to be Garrett Grego to lead things off.
Grego went 2 of 4 yesterday with a walk and 1 runner left on base in his 4 at-bats.
Always a good thing to get the right momentum off right here. 1-2-3 would be great for the Stags. See how we start things off.
Yeah, and important note, Fairfield gave up 3 first-inning runs in that game yesterday, so certainly trying to set momentum and hit the ground running here early in a positive start for the pitching.
Baker winds for the first pitch. It's going to be showing bunt down the first base line. It's going to fall foul there. An immediate show bunt right there from Grego.
And going off of yesterday, St. Pierre's was definitely aggressive on the base pads, most notably in the 9th inning. Where Ryan Dacey tried to steal second in the top of the 9th but was thrown out by Hibbert. So don't be surprised if they try to play small ball here early, Kyle.
Third baseman hasn't really seemed to move. Not really affected by that bunt show here. Here's the 0-1. Smacked. It's going to fall in the right center. It's going back second baseman. Going to make the play there over his head. And a good start for Fairfield defensively.
Yeah, 2 pitches, 1 out, definitely very efficient to start the game. Ball's not going to be flying a lot with the wind. Expect that to be a similar story as you're going to see wind keeping these balls in more often than not.
That was Sellinger out there with the grab. That's that play looks easy. He makes that look easy, but that's certainly a play you could mess up, and that's the last thing you want to start a game with. So
errors, let the team in, give another team another chance. That's the last thing you want to do as a defensive unit.
Now stepping into play is Brendan Wilson. He'll take first pitch for a ball.
Wilson yesterday went 1 of 3 with 2 RBIs and 3 runs scored and had a homer in yesterday's game in the 1st inning.
Comes the 1-0 from Baker. Bit outside. Oh, late strike call right there. Evens the count up at 1-1. The 1-1 from Baker. That's in there for strike 2.
Yeah, Baker's going low with more often than not with his pitches. That's good because these St. Peter's hitters love the high heat. They love these fastballs, love to challenge pitchers. If you leave it up in the zone, St. Peter's will make you pay like they did yesterday.
Ball's in the dirt there, blocked by the catcher, make it 2-2.
Good game plan approach here by Baker so far. You see the versatility on full display, mixing up almost every other pitch in terms of location and speed.
2-2. Outside, evens the counter at full now. Got to attack a hitter right here. Full count delivery. Smacked out of play, out of right field line.
into Rafferty Stadium, where I believe there's a women's lacrosse game as the number 23 ranked Fairfield women's lacrosse Stags are taking on Manhattan today in senior day. So good luck to them.
Baker taking his time here.
Do not want to leave a runner on for Ashby Vining, who had 2 homers yesterday, who is in the on-deck circle right now.
Gotta watch that pitch clock here as it winds down into its single digits. Here's the pitch. That is in there. Strike 3. Got him looking.
Beautiful pitch there by Baker. Absolutely froze Wilson there, who was expecting a heater on 3-2. 2 solid outs and great boost of confidence there for Baker early on.
Yeah, it's exactly what you need right there. Stags last time out, we remember, let up 3 runs early in their game, so looking to kind of have the opposite approach here.
The culprit there was,
steps in.
Speak of the devil, the culprit there, who went 3 of 4 in yesterday's game with 2 homers and 4 RBIs driven in.
He'll take the first one inside, ball 1. You can see a little bit of a shift here. You can see second baseman playing pretty much right behind that second base bag. Watching those up the middle hits, they're going to give him that right side of the infield.
Yeah, you see Selinger definitely playing closer to the bag normally than he would.
Pokes down the left field line. It's going to be foul.
Vining, we know, is a pull hitter. However, does have opposite field power, as one of his homers yesterday was an Oppo Taco. So do not underestimate the flow, if you will.
Baker settles. Here's the 1-1. It's going to be inside in the dirt. Nice block by Hibbard, making it 2-1.
Just going from left to right in the infield, we have Farrar at third, Namura at short, Selinger at second, and Bergevin at first. Hibbard behind the plate from left to right. In the outfield, it is Schmalzley, Catalano, and Bucciero.
The 2-1. Hit up the middle and right to that shifted second baseman. Tosses it on to first, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for the Stags.
Yeah, beautiful start there. Can't ask for much more there from Bowen Baker. 3 runs given up in the first inning yesterday by the Stags, none. That 0 on a scoreboard is always a good thing, Kyle.
Absolutely right there. Love to see that play right there from Selinger on the shift workout. We'll be right back for the bottom half of the first. Don't go anywhere. We are back here at the Alumni Diamond. After a great 1-2-3 first inning from the Stags, they look to put some numbers on the board here in the bottom half of the first.
Yeah, certainly couldn't ask for a much better start in terms of the pitching there. Stags offense looking to get hot early and never look back.
Leading off is going to be the third baseman, Dean Ferrara, number 23. As he steps in here against the right-hander, Johnny Gilligan for the Peacocks. First pitch rifled out of play in right.
Ferrara made some good contact yesterday, but went 0 of 5 in the opening game yesterday with 1 strikeout.
The 0-1 smacked down to third baseman, and he can't hold on to that one. That'll be a leadoff single for the Stags right there. I think that was playable, but just misplayed right there by the third baseman.
Yeah, Farrar absolutely smoked that ball. Unlucky hop there for Baker. Interesting to see how they will score that, as I believe we already has an answer, as that's going to go down as
An
an
error.
E5.
Yep.
So, Stags, chance here early off the poor fielding here of St. Peter's.
Now here's the guy we want to watch today. Luke Nomura, the hot bat, moved up in the lineup, now batting in the 2-hole. Let's see what he can do. First pitch, that's in there for strike one.
Yeah, you said it, Kyle. Nomura was the shining star in yesterday's game. 2 of 4 with 2 home runs, including that game-tying homer in the bottom of the 8th.
He'll take the next one in the dirt there. Catcher able to hold on to the block there.
Yeah, after a home run derby, if you will, yesterday, it appears both pitchers are going lower with their stuff, trying to make it more difficult for the hitters to get some power on that ball and hit it deep.
Yeah, if they want contact, they want that on the ground, especially with runner on first. That ball, however, in the air. Low into second baseman's mitt right there. Easy out, number 1. Just got under that one. Probably thought that ball was a little bit higher up. Wasn't able to get there.
Yeah, wind certainly not doing any favors there. Nonetheless, nice pitch by Gilligan to get the first out after that error, trying to get through this inning unscathed.
Now stepping in is number 24, Matt Bergevin, who currently is tied for the MAC lead with 12 home runs.
Bergevin went 1 of 5 yesterday with a run scored and 2 strikeouts.
First pitch. Outside, ball 1. The 1-0. Swung on and fouled out of play. Potentially, oh man, right into the parking lot and off the windshield.
Nothing like a Tyler O'Neill homer. I don't know if you saw that the other day
absolutely.
when Red Sox home opener, but a little bit of a tailgate going on down there. Appears everyone's okay, though. Ball goes flying even in these gusty winds here at Fairfield, Connecticut.
The 1-1. Slow pitch right there. Totally got him off guard. That's in there for strike 2. Would love to know the pitch speed on that one. That one floated in there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We don't have the exact speedometer on us, but that's got to be somewhere maybe in the low 70s in terms of miles per hour. Nonetheless, it gets the job done, 1-2.
And there's the heat. Does not get him to swing at the high cheese, though, 2-2. I like that game plan. That's what you got to come with, especially after that pitch he just threw. Just try to blow it by him, but
yeah,
a little too high.
Definitely can't do 2 of those to a great power hitter like Bergevin, who, as you said, 12 homers on the year.
The 2-2. That's in there. Strike 3. Bergevin doesn't love the call. He'll head back to the dugout, 2 down.
Nice pitch there by Gilligan to freeze Bergevin after the error. 2 straight outs for Gilligan, so nice bounce back here. Tough hitter coming up, though, in Ethan Hibbard.
Right, yeah, Hibbard tied with his teammate Bergevin for that MAC lead with 12 home runs.
Had 4 RBIs in yesterday's game to go alongside 3 hits.
First pitch going to be low, ball 1. You can see with Hibbard's stance, he's definitely going to create that small strike zone for himself, right? That scrunch down stance, it really kind of forces the pitcher to attack you in a very small located zone that you kind of dictate. See the 1-0, that ball is going to be in there for strike 1.
Yeah, Gilligan has a very methodical approach so far. It feels like he's taking his time, hitting his spots, doing nothing more, nothing less. And honestly, as a pitcher, that's all you need to do. We see a lot of people try to add the extra velocity, but he's getting the job done in terms of location.
And there's that, I don't know what to call it. I think that is another one of those like curveball, changeup type pitches there. Just
Maybe
trying
it's
to catch
like
him off guard.
a combination of a 12-6 and a splitter, it looks like almost, although I'm speaking from MLB The Show experience, so I'm not going to try to guess what pitches are exactly thrown.
And that one's going to be low and outside, making the count 3-1 here.
Matt Bucciero on deck, the
Hibbard
right fielder.
definitely looking for something here. If he gets the eat, you know he'll try to turn on it. And he crushes that one into center. It's going to fall into the hands of the center fielder, though. He's able to get that one. Stags get one on the air, but nothing else. We head to the top of the second. Don't go anywhere. We are back here, top of the second inning. Stepping in for the Peacocks here is Tyler Smith.
Tyler Smith went 0 of 5 in yesterday's game, looking for a bounce back game here. Starting off with a lefty on lefty matchup.
Right, yeah, no shift on this one. They're holding true. I guess you could say the third baseman and the shortstop are a little bit shifted to the right there, trying to watch that up the middle base hit. But for the most part, they respect him from hitting all around the diamond. First pitch in there for strike one.
Peacocks went down 1-2-3 in the top of the first inning, looking to get a runner on base here.
The 0-1, that's in there for strike two, and he gets himself ahead quickly in the count.
Yeah, beautifully placed pitch there by Baker, just nicking the outside corner. 0-2 here.
See if you can get him to chase here. He'll fire the 0-2, and no dice. Won't get him to chase 1-2.
Ryan Dacey, the left fielder, is on deck for the Peacocks. He went 1 of 4 in yesterday's game.
Catcher setting him up high. Here comes Baker with the 1-2, and he goes a little lower there on the outside half. Can't nick the edge. It'll be 2-2.
Yeah, the notion from the first inning and ahead, these Peacocks are aggressive early in the count, as is Fairfield. So we know Fairfield, the high-powered offensive team, are St. Pierre's trying to match that here.
2-2, skied up in the air. Third baseman looking for it, and the catcher is going to end up holding on to it there. Nice communication. You never want two guys running into that ball right there.
Yeah, and a similar play exactly happened. The same exact play happened yesterday. It was a miscommunication between Hibbert and Farrar, which ultimately led to an error, which scored on that Vining 3-run homer. Nice communication there.
Stepping in now is Ryan Dacey, the left fielder here, trying to spark the Peacocks offense. The 0-0, fouled back there. Got just a little piece of that one. Rain's starting to come down a little bit here. It's not the nicest day weather-wise, but these ball players will make do with whatever they got to. That next pitch, a little outside, evens the count at 1.
Catalan playing fairly shallow, which is kind of surprising. Here, at least from our view, we are behind the left side of home plate.
That pitch is very inside, falls short, 2-1. Haven't seen Baker fall behind in many counts today.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking that, Kyle. You know, Baker's done a great job getting ahead of hitters here, lining him up for outs, setting himself up for success. First hole here against Dacey.
Delivers, fires, swing, and a miss. Foul tipped into the mitt, I believe.
Look for Baker to go with the high heat here to get Dacey, who is not a big power guy. Don't want to do the announcer's jinx, but going off Baker, he loves that high heat.
See what he's got for him. The 2-2 delivers, sets, fires, and there's that high heat. You knew it was coming, but that is too high and no swing. It'll make the count full. Now you got to wonder, do you double down here? Do you just make sure you get a strike, make the hitter hit? Don't give him that base here. Let's see what he's got. On the full count delivery, and that is outside, ball 4, and that'll be the first base runner of the day for the Peacocks.
Nice patience there by Dacey. Going up 2-0 on Baker, getting drawn full, good patience there. And, he didn't swing, but he won the battle there.
Now stepping in for the Peacocks is number 3, Logan Baker. He's
Big
got a bit of an interesting stance right there. Almost reminds me of Kevin Youkilis with the way that bat is just pointed straight up and out. Fires the first one by him, 0-1.
Baker went 1 of 4 yesterday with an RBI single.
Here's the 0-1. It's going to be inside in the dirt. 1-1. Baker trying to make sure he gets ahead in the count right here. Big pitch. Just want to attack him here. Make sure you can find the zone. And that one's going to end up high. Catcher looked for the check swing call, won't get it. Make it 2-1.
Yeah, his Peacocks are definitely much more disciplined than they were in the first inning. Baker's fallen behind on 2 straight counts now.
Yeah, just taking a lot of pitches here. That's always going to help you. Even if you're not scoring, just taking pitches, working the count, it's going to tire the pitcher out. The 2-1 popped up. Second baseman roaming into the outfield for it. Right fielder calls him off, and he's got it. That'll be out number 2.
Score sheet's getting wet, but that's going to go as a P9.
The second baseman, number 19, Alex Rakis.
Alex Rakis stepping in now, left-hander.
Rakis went 1 of 4 yesterday with a double.
Infield watching that up the middle base hits again. They're just shifted more inside. So if he pulls this ball, it's going right through the infield. As that first one is in there for strike 1. Got him looking. And he'll call time here.
Wind is definitely picking up, Kyle.
Yeah, not the finest day out here. Umpire.
It's been like this for a majority of the month, to be honest.
Yeah, hopefully we get some sunnier days soon, but for now, these players are going to have to battle out in these conditions, see who wants it more.
Battle of the trenches, if you will.
Here's the 0-1. That's going to be just a bit low right there. 1-1. A lot of umbrellas in the stand today. A lot of fans still here to support, but got to try to stay dry best you can.
Blanket would have been a good move.
1-1. Absolute heater. And he stares it down. 1-2.
Nice pitch there by Baker to nick the outside corner once again. He loves that outside corner. St. Peter's does not know what to do with that location.
See if he tries it again. 1-2 now. Coming out of the stretch. Tries it again. Don't give it to him. 2-2.
That one looked a little bit more outside than the last one. Nonetheless, umpires tend to favor the pitcher. As, it's kind of become a theme in Major League Baseball. Those 50-50 pitches tend to go pitcher's way, as we saw last night, Major League Baseball.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Angel Hernandez had an all-timer. That one's in there, though. Strike 3. Got him looking for the backwards K, and that'll end the top half of the second.
Nice.
Fairfield's got 5, 6, 7 coming up in the bottom half.
Nice job there by Baker, betting but not breaking. He fell behind in 2 straight counts, yet no runs again for the Peacocks.
Bucciero due up in the top half, or the bottom half of the second. Don't go anywhere. We'll be here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to WVOF's coverage of Fairfield Stags baseball. Manager Jamison alongside Kyle Scannell. Now stepping up for the Stags, number 17, the right fielder, Matt Bucciero.
First pitch coming in here. That's going to fall in for strike one.
Bucciero went 1 of 2 in yesterday's game with a solo shot, which was an absolute moonshot at part of that monstrous 4th-run inning for the Stags where they hit 3 homers.
Fires that next pitch in there right by him, 0-2. And there's that special right there from Gilligan. He goes from that slow off speed into that heat right by the hitter.
We'll say it's amazing what Mother Nature does. A minute ago it was just like coming down. Now it's just like almost nothing.
And that pitch is smacked into center field. The wind's going to push that one, though. That's going to be to the right fielder. Lost the hat, able to make the grab, though. It's an impressive play with the elements we're battling right now. That ball looked right down the middle center field. That wind pushed it all the way into right. He tracked it, got under it, made the grab, 1 down.
Yeah, nice play there by the right fielder, Brendan Wilson, for the first out. Now coming up, the second baseman, Zach Sellinger.
Sellinger's got that heavy lean forward stance. Hard to attack a guy like that inside, as that first pitch misses at ball 1.
Interesting to see how the Stags hitters will approach the elements now that the ball is flying less, as we've seen in the first inning and a half.
Next pitch a heater. It's a bit high. It'll miss for 2-0. Next pitch fires, and a check swing foul ball there. That'll make it 2-1. You can see a lot of these players today are just rocking the short sleeves. Yeah, I mean, bold choice, but a lot of athletes are like that. They don't mind the elements. They like that. They like that feeling.
Yeah, I'm not as brave as them, Kyle.
We are not as brave.
We are not.
As that one falls in there for strike 2, it'll even the count at 2 apiece.
No hits in the game so far, just 1 error on the Peacocks, though.
And that ball is rifled down the left field line, but just foul. Sellinger got a great piece of that, just a little out in front. But it only seems natural. I mean, with a stance like that leaned over, you're gonna primarily pull the ball. So if you're Gilligan, you probably want to attack outside.
You mentioned Kevin Youkilis earlier. A lot of these, whatever batting stance you have, if it works, it works. Don't question it.
No, yeah, these guys have done the thousands of times. Their stance is their stance. It's comfortable for them. Whatever works, works. That last pitch right there was way outside and to the right. It'll be a full count.
Sellinger, grad student, transfer from Fordham this year, first year, playing for the Stags here.
Full count pitch, and that's going to be low. Sellinger draws the walk, and he'll take first base with 1 out.
First walk of the game for Gilligan. Second base runner for the Stags in total. Still no hits, though.
Peyton Warwick stepping in now, the left-hander. DHing today for the Stags. First pitch, he'll foul it back. That's over our heads and outside into
a field.
There's a field.
There's a lot of fields here on Fairfield. We got Rafferty right across from us, field hockey field, Lessing field, you name it, it hits a field.
Pick off attempt over at first base. Sellinger gets back in there, no worries.
Payne Warwick yesterday went 0 of 3 with a walk and a strikeout, DHing once again here today.
The 0-1 delivery. There's that slow pitch. It's going to be knocked to third baseman. On to second for 1, on to first. Not in time. Avoids the double play, but doesn't accomplish anything there. Just going to change runners at first, 2 down.
Not ideal, but nonetheless great hustle by Warwick down the line, not giving up on that play. As a result, we have an opportunity here for Catalano to extend this inning.
Yeah, you never know in baseball. You got to hustle it out every time, especially in a position like that right there. Give Catalano a chance right here to maybe find a gap and take the lead here. Gilligan fires. That fastball is outside, high and away.
Catalano pinch hit for Lucier in yesterday's game. Went 2 of 2 with a run scored and scored on that wild pitch to give the Stags the lead.
That next one, inside and low, 2-0. Good eye so far from Catalano.
Appears the rain is gone for now, as we can see some clouds, although I don't want to jinx it, but hoping this keeps up for our sake.
And another one, that's low. Runner's going, and the catcher completely missed it right there. That was a free base right there.
Yeah, you cannot get caught sleeping, especially in the catcher's position, because runners are going to run amok on you, if you will. Warwick caught the catcher, Gilligan, there sleeping.
Counts 3-0 here. I wonder if Catalano is looking to swing here, if he's just going to take all the way here. Although with that runner at second, a base hit would score a run now. He's taken. That's right down the middle. 3-1.
Yeah, and it's kind of like an unwritten rule, if you will, swinging 3-0. I'm personally all about the offense. Keep the foot on the gas, but get the approach there by Catalano.
The 3-1. He's swinging this time right back to the pitcher, and he'll run it on over to first, toss it, and that'll end the inning. Stays 0-0, no hits. It's been a pitcher's duel out here battling the elements. We'll be right back for the top half of the third inning. Don't go anywhere.
Go.
We are back here at Alumni Diamond Stadium, and it's going to be 8-9-1 for the Peacocks. Leading things off is Jace Gilligan, not to be confused with the starting pitcher today, Johnny Gilligan.
It's a good catch by Kyle right there. J. Gilligan. It's very confusing here as us as analysts here.
First pitch, gets some swinging right there. Kind of a half check swing, didn't fully commit, but strike one regardless.
There's a little bit of blue in the skies now, so that's good to see.
Love to see that. Love to see that here.
Hopefully my paper can recover, but I'm all good. You good?
We're good. That ball, maybe not so good. Rifled out into Rafferty Stadium in right field, and quickly ahead 0-2 here.
Nice job here by Baker. We know he fell behind on those back-to-back hitters in Dacey and Baker in the second inning. That's what you want to see here from Baker early.
0-2 looking to finish him off, and that's outside. Good eye. 1-2.
Baker loves that high heat for those put-out punches, and his confidence can be through the roof, especially with an arm like his, so don't expect him to shy away, even though his command on those hasn't been the best so far.
The 1-2, and fouled off again into right field. So Gilligan behind on two pitches here. See what he goes with them for the next pitch. Just try to blow it by him, maybe. I mean, if you're going to be late twice in a row, although he could overcompensate, try to swing early here, go to the off speed. I mean, that's the mental game, the chess game that goes on between these batters and hitters here. And the play is called dead as we got an object flying into right field. Not sure if that's from...
It's a baseball, I just don't know. Oh.
Might have been a lacrosse fan tossing the ball back. Regardless, pitcher was just about ready to go. Pitch actually got tossed, but...
Good eye by the first base umpire there.
Yeah. Last thing you want is the ball being hit into right field and having that.
Yeah, because then if it goes to Boucher, get injured, and then that's a whole other story.
1-2 right by him, swing and a miss.
There's that high heat from Baker, good for his third strikeout of the game. First swinging. The prior two had been looking.
Stepping in now is the number 9 hitter, Joseph Lomangino.
Lomangino started yesterday, heading in the same spot today. Went 1 of 4 with 2 strikeouts.
The 0-0, that one's high. Here's the 1-0. Sets and fires up. Ball's ripped into center. It's going to nice catch out there in center field. That was about to fall, but the diving play out there saves the first hit of the game. 2 down. Nice play.
Yeah, and the Stags defense, particularly the outfield, has been exceptional as the season has gone on. TJ Schmalzi had a phenomenal play in center field to save a gapper hit the other day. Excellent play there by Catalan for the second out.
Yeah, just made it look way too easy. I mean, that was automatic. Read it all away.
That ball was sinking fast too, Kyle.
Oh, yeah. Keeps it at 0 hits apiece, though, and we're back to the top of the order, as that is ball 1 right there, taken by the leadoff hitter, Garrett Greco.
Yeah, Grego popped up to second in his first at-bat to start the game.
The 1-0, it's going to miss low. We're in the 3rd inning here. Game's been hitless. It's been battling the elements out here. Hitters and pitchers getting adjusted, getting more comfortable here.
Seems fans are slowly trickling back into the stands after that 5-second downpour.
Here's the 2-0. Smacked foul, dribbler down the right field line. They'll make it 2-1. Bowen Baker sitting at 40 pitches right now in the 3rd inning.
Certainly been efficient, and bullpen is available, but he's doing a great job so far.
That 2-1, catcher tried to frame it in, couldn't get the call. It'll be 3-1 now.
Yeah, but I like that pitch from Baker. We saw that outside corner that can be favorable for pitchers, just missed there. Down 3-1, not trying to allow Grego to get on base here.
Here's the 3-1. He'll attack him. Grego rolls it over to first. First baseman grabs it, and he'll take it himself. And that'll end the inning for the Stags. Another 1-2-3 with some great defensive help.
Yeah, Stags defense has been on point, to say the least, even in the elements. And Baker's only at 41 pitches, and he's looking great to start this game.
9-1-2 due up for the Stags. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right here.
Welcome back to WVOF's coverage of Fairfield Stags baseball. We're still fighting the elements here in terms of technology and equipment. Nonetheless, TJ Schmalzi steps into the plate for his first at-bat of the game.
First pitch, fired in there for strike 1. Takes a look at that one.
Schmalzi got 1 of 3 in yesterday's game. The sophomore outfielder out of Lake Wallen, Powpack, Pennsylvania. I hope I pronounced that right.
Clangs that foul ball there off the back fence. It'll be 0-2. Schmalzi currently rocking a 162 average. So, I mean, if you're in that position, right, you're in the 9-hole, you have that average. Might be a mental game for sure,
yeah,
but
Courier's still playing him, so the confidence is still there. That's going to go a long way for a player like Schmalzi, who's still an underclassman.
Yeah, absolutely. Good eye right there on the 0-2 pitch. He takes a high heater, makes the count 1-2. Now just trying to protect. Here's the 1-2, and it falls into the dirt behind the catcher.
Top of the order, lurking behind Schmalzi, as Dean Ferrara is in the on-deck circle.
Here's the 2-2. That one is in there. Got him looking. Strike 3.
Nice pitch there by Gilligan. Good for his second strikeout of the game as I'm updating my score sheet and can see what I'm writing, so that's good.
And we're back, top half of the order now. For the Stags is Dean Ferrara, who reached on a E5 in his first plate appearance. See if you can find the first true knock of the day here in the bottom of the third. We are still hitless for either team. And that first one finds the strike zone for strike 1.
Dean Ferrara coming into today's game second in the team in average, hitting .352 on the year with a .451 slugging, so certainly it's been effective starting in every game this season so far.
Gilligan also sitting at a pretty similar pitch count to his opposite. He's at 37, so both pitchers have worked pretty evenly through these lineups. Solid pace right here. Let's even break that up. That ball's grounded to third. Nice scoop play on the first, and the scoop grab is missed. Gonna go for second base right there, and he's gonna have it easily right there. Hit it to third base, and good things happen apparently.
No, it was a good play. Good job fielding that there by the third baseman, Baker. Not sure if it was a low throw from this angle. It was tough to tell, but Vining definitely had difficulty scooping that one. Definitely hit the dirt, so interesting to see how they'll score it here. It will be a E5, so that will be Baker's second error of the game. Ironically, both on the at-bats of Dean Ferrara.
Yeah, something about Dean Ferrara.
He's 0 of 0 out of the game.
But we see him over there at second base right there. Might be the first run of the game as...
First runner in scoring position for either team, actually, so sign of life here for the Stags.
First pitch in there to Nomura. He's going to miss for ball 1.
Nomura popped up to second base in his first at-bat. Monster game yesterday with 2 homers, trying to fight the elements to drive in a run here.
That next pitch is in there for strike 1. And as much as you want to go for the fences in a game like this, you know, this game's going to be a low-scoring game, right? You'll take any runs you can get. That second base gap is wide open right now. Even if he could seriously hit that ball like as soft as he wants. That's getting through.
Baseball is a game of change. You have to adapt to the environment around you. Some games require small ball. Some games require a home run derby type of game. This is definitely going to be one of those small ball types of games here, Kyle. It's going to be a matter of who can break the ice first.
Yeah, the small plays are going to win this one. Here's the 1-2. That'll miss outside, even the count up at 2. It's a lot of things you might not exactly notice that are going to win the game like this, you know. Small decisions from the pitcher to the catcher, the outfielders, the infielders, just where they're positioning. We saw in that first inning with that shift that led to the nice easy ground out. That would have been a hit had they not shifted. So small things like that. 2-2 here. Fires that curve in. It's going to be sent out to the parking lot. Watch out. Don't think we got any car casualties there.
No, at least I think the windshields are good. Get like Safe Light or someone on the we walked here, so thankfully don't have to worry about that.
Nomura just missing that one. He got just a piece of it. Let's see if he can barrel this next one right here. Here's the 2-2 inside. That'll make it full now.
Scoreless here so far. No hits by either team. Still 2 errors for the Peacocks, though, which can be the deciding factor if Fairfield is going to be able to drive one in here.
See what he's got for him on the full count. And that is in there, strike 3. He was ready to go take first base right there. Tossed the bat and everything, but pitch finds the zone. 2 down as Bergevin steps in.
Third K of the game there for Gilligan. 2 outs now for the Stags with Ferrara still on second after the error by Baker.
Surprising amount of backwards Ks today. Usually, you see the opposite, but most guys tonight have gone down looking. Like the idea there. Obviously, if you get on first base for the 3-4 hole right here, that's great. But you know they want to attack you with 2 great hitters on deck. As Bergevin takes a hearty hack at that one and misses. That pitch he wanted to send over the trees.
Yeah, Bergevin is definitely looking to get out of a slump here. Been a strikeout victim far too often to begin this series. Most notably 1 of 5 yesterday with 2 strikeouts, so trying to break out here in a big way.
And that's a heater right there, but he takes it for ball 1. Gilligan really just changing the speeds up right here drastically, trying to get hitters off balance, and it's been working so far.
Yeah, and variety for both pitchers has been the story of the game. Hitters don't know what to expect. The elements you can say whatnot, but both pitchers have been on their game.
Oh, that ball is smacked right there by Bergevin into left field. Coming in to make a play on it, going to be unsuccessful. That ball lands foul. The wind is just having crazy effect today. That ball looked like it was going to go straight to the left fielder. Ends up out of bounds right by the line.
Yeah, and that ball was up there for a while. So elements not in the favor of the hitters today. That's just the latest example.
Yeah, definitely would have scored a run had that fell. That would have been an easy run right there. Probably could have gotten 2 bags there.
Yeah, you got to expect Ferrara to be bolting it off of second base off of any contact whatsoever. Look at the gap in between second and first base. It's huge.
It's back again. They've been running that all game. It seems like the Stags have been pulling the ball. Haven't really seen much action on the right side, so can't say I blame the Peacocks. Here's the 1-2. Smoked into left field. That'll drop for a base hit. Here comes the runner. He's going home. The throw, it's cut off, and they will hold it as the Stags get the first run of the day. And a complete error right there as, oh my goodness, this is some Little League ball right here. The Peacocks throw the ball away twice right there. Just unnecessary. He'll end up at second base and a run. Stags lead 1-0.
What matters from that play, despite all the chaos that the Peacocks had fielding the ball, Bergevin breaks out of a slump. Not the homer which we expected him to be, given the prolific power hitter that he is, but he gets it done with a nice single over the head of Lomangino there. Stags on the board here early.
Yeah, so that's going to be an error on the third baseman. After the run had scored, they threw back to first just to kind of keep the runner in check, but ended up skipping by the first baseman, and that gave a free base. So now we got another runner in scoring position.
Bergevin, RBI single. It's going to go as an E5 after the play, which allows Bergevin to go to second. Third error of the game for Baker.
Hibbard, and he's going to find that right side gap. That's going to sneak through. Here comes the runner to home. He's going to score safely, slides in there. 2-0 Stags. Offense is starting to come alive.
Hibbard loves to be aggressive. We love his first pitch attack mentality. Great field there, but exploiting the gap there, Vining and Rackus were enabling. Hibbard makes him pay in a great way. There's another run for the Stags. 2 hits back-to-back, 2 runs back-to-back.
Love that they made them pay for that shift right there, because we've been talking about that shift all game. It's been wide open to second base. He sat back, pulled the ball that way. Wasn't hit really hard. That's a routine ground ball if someone's there, but no one's there, and it's a run.
It was only a matter of time before somebody broke that shift, because rarely you can get away with that big of a shift in today's game.
Yet they're still rocking it as Bucciero steps in. First pitch, they're going to get him on that check swing there.
And we know Fairfield is a predominant right-handed hitting lineup, and they do have a great pull tendency. However, they do have opposite field availability, as Courier has emphasized that in the offseason.
Bucciero, that ball is crushed, and it is out of here. And Apo Taco, the Fairfield Stags, have locked in here in the bottom of the third for 4 runs. No doubt about that one.
3 straight hitters, all 3 of them have scored. Ferrara, Bergevin, Hibbard, and Bucciero with another bomb there. That's back-to-back games with a homer for the sophomore. His confidence got to be through the roof right now as he is putting together quite a series so far.
Yeah, I mean, right as the weather kind of, dries up, gets a little bit nicer, this Stags offense kind of locks in, comes alive, but we can't forget this inning might not happen at all if we don't see that error at third base to start it off.
Yeah, and fielding can make or break teams. Definitely those 3 errors, even throughout the game, by Baker have been costly.
Next pitch fouled way back out into Rafferty Stadium yet again. And you can see now we're seeing a lot less swings and misses. A lot of foul balls. Either they're just missing it or they're piecing it right now. Gilligan, he's in trouble.
Yeah, but the Fairfield has to keep their foot on the gas, though. St. Peter's, Fairfield had a rally in yesterday's game. Expect St. Peter's to come out with that same mentality as they were down 3-0 after the first inning. St. Peter's has the ability to get back into games.
Salinger now on the 1-1. He'll take the inside pitch right there for a ball. Again, we've noted this earlier. Selinger really does a good job of crowding that plate. He pretty much makes it almost impossible to find the inside part of the zone against him. And if you do, you're almost going to end up hitting him. So it's a bit of a risk-reward type scenario there. Here's the 2-1. Fires it. Smacks it out into right field. That ball's going to be well out of play.
Gilligan's pitch count up to 55 now. Looking at his stat line so far today's game, 2 2/3 innings, 3 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, 1 walk, 3 strikes. So that error on Baker, which allowed Farrar to advance second, has definitely been costly as the Stags are now pouring it on.
See if they got more in the tank. The 2-2. Rolled over, third baseman. Going to take his time with this one. Toss to first. And he's got him this time. But the Stags put 4 on the board in the bottom of the third. We'll see if the Peacocks have an answer for them in the top half of the fourth. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is the top half of the fourth inning. After the Stags put 4 on the board in the bottom of the third, the Peacocks are going to look to answer here, and they got the right part of the order to do that. It's going to be 2, 3, 4 due up this inning.
Yeah, Wilson and Vine were definitely responsible for that damage in the first inning yesterday. Interesting to see here if they can get St. Peter's back into the game here. A shutout so far.
First pitch, that's going to be in there for strike 1. Baker now, his teammates got 4 runs for him, so that's got to feel great as a pitcher, but you also got to, can't let that get to your head. You got to pitch the same way you were pitching as if it was 0-0.
One runner, even a solo homer, swings momentum like that in baseball.
That one's going to be fouled off right there. Hitter actually called for time and didn't get it, so Baker kind of saw that and said, okay, I'm going to pitch this ball, try to catch him off guard. Ends up behind and fouling it off, and just like that,
Baker wants to keep the Bowen Baker wants to keep the momentum going. He's going to do it by any means necessary. Kyle.
0-2. That's going to skip in there.
Wilson so far on the day 0-1 with a backwards K in the first inning. Looking at Baker, he has 3 strikeouts on the game so far compared to 1 walk, and his pitch count's only at 45, so he's certainly been efficient.
Yeah, let's see if we can keep that up here. I'm going to assume he's going to attack this batter right here. No need to work around him. He's going to go fastball heat. There it is, right in there. Another backwards K for Brendan Wilson. That can't feel good.
Wilson, he definitely knew that one was a strike. That's a beautiful inside heater there by Baker. Good for his 4th strikeout. 3 of them coming looking. So he is freezing these hitters today.
Stepping in now is number 11, Ashby Vining.
0-1 with a ground out to second in the first.
That pitch will hit the dirt, and it's going to be 1-0 now. The fire and the deliver. That's going to be the first hit of the day for the Peacocks. That ball is rifled into right field on a 1-hopper. And that's the first hit of the day for the Peacocks.
Yeah, Vining has great vision. He sees the ball so well. He 3rd on the team in average, hitting .291 on the year, showing why there he is an elite hitter for the Peacocks.
I'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Tyler Smith, here for some left-on-left action. And he'll be coming out of the stretch. So a different look for Smith as he whiffs at strike one.
First at bat, Smith popped up to the catcher for the first out in the second inning, looking to do some damage here and extend the inning for the Peacocks. Last thing you could do is double play because that kills all the momentum.
Yeah, so if you're Baker here, you want to keep these pitches low. And that's exactly what he does right there. Puts a heater low. Just misses outside, though, 1-1.
Yeah, nice approach here by Baker on the lefty. Smith trying to keep the ball away from him, and on the left side of the plate for a weak grounder, possibly to Ferrara or to Hibbard, try to throw him out.
Fires a 1-1. That ball is going to be smoked down the right field line on the ground, but it is going to be foul.
Yeah, and Smith is a heavy pole hitter, so Bergvin's got to be on his feet. That one was absolutely smoked to him, just foul there. Nomura, though, coincidentally with the pole hitter that Smith is, playing very close to second base, a little bit deeper than the third baseman Ferrara is. Looking for a potential double play ball here.
Here's the 1-2. It's going to be outside corner, strike three. Tyler Smith takes his seat right there. You can see him kind of grinning right there. I don't know if he loved that call.
Fifth strikeout now for Baker. 4 of them now, backwards K. So he is hitting his spots, and he has been on target.
Absolutely. Stepping in now is going to be number 13, Ryan Dacey, trying to keep the inning alive.
Dacey drew a walk in the second inning.
First pitch swinging. Whiffs at that, making it 0-1. I can't say I blame it. I feel like we have not seen many first pitch swings out of the Peacocks, maybe just a handful, 3 or 4, but if you're going to try to break up the rhythm that Baker has right now, it's going to come from those first pitch knocks. He's got him swinging again, 0-2. That one a bit low, but I think he's thinking swing right here. He's got that mindset.
You can't do damage if you don't swing the bat, Kyle. St. Peter's has to be aggressive sooner rather than later if they want to claw back into this game.
0-2 now, trying to protect the plate. He will take high ball one right there.
Baker loves that high heat for those punch outs. He was looking for it there again, just high. Appeared a little bit upper toward the chest of Dacey there.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Got him swinging. Catcher will have to toss that over to first, and he will do just that as the Stags cruise through this game now. 4-0 after top of the fourth.
As the weather gets better, the Stags seem to get better. I'm not sure if that's a coincidence, but we're happy here at WVOF.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for the bottom half of the fourth to see if the Stags keep up their hot offense. Welcome back. It's the bottom half of the fourth inning. The Stags have continued to dominate on the mound, but after last inning's offensive explosion, let's see if they can keep it up, right? We got Peyton Warwick leading things off, so it is the bottom 3 of the order, but if these guys can get on, it's a great sign for the top half.
Yeah, no, definitely. Peyton Warwick here trying to start hot offensively and 0-1 today.
First pitch swinging, a tough bounce, but the first baseman able to handle it. 1 pitch, 1 out for the Peacocks.
Warwick now 0-2 to ground outs, one fielder's choice in the second inning, unassisted by the first baseman there.
Paul Catalano stepping in now. He made that great diving catch earlier in this one. Let's see if he can help out on the offensive side here.
0 of 1 so far in the game with a 1-3 ground out.
First pitch, there's that slow curver. It's going to fall into the strike zone for strike one.
And we know the top of the order has been the Stars, if you will, offense has been the most productive. However, if Fairfield get this bottom half of the lineup going, it's going to be great for them for the rest of the season moving forward.
High and outside, 1-1. Yeah, you can see that every time. Gilligan loves going that off-speed low into the heater high. Doesn't get any swing there. 1-1 count. And that one's fouled off, out of play, left field side.
It hit the road, not the field this time. Did not clear the fence.
Catalano just got a piece of that one. Probably wasn't sitting back for it. Let's see what he's got on the 1-2. He's going to get a lunging swing. Third baseman's going to make a play for it. He's going to fall short as the wind pushed that out of his reach.
Yeah, wind definitely playing a key factor here. Has decreased a little bit since the start of the game as the rain has kind of let up, thankfully, for our sake and for the players' sake, but certainly not out of reach in terms of the impact it'll have moving forward.
Catalano settling back in now. Gilligan making sure he's set. Haven't really seen anyone close to messing up the pitch clock here. It seems that they're well adjusted to that. As he fires the 1-2, and it's going to be a swing and a miss for Catalano.
Nice pitch there, heater by Gilligan. Good for his, that is his fourth strikeout of the game now. Second swinging. Excuse me, only first swinging. He has 3 backwards Ks. So certainly getting the punch-outs when he needs to.
See if we can get some production here out of the 9-hole as TJ Schmalzley steps in, and he'll take ball 1.
Speaking of strikeout victims, TJ Schmalzley was victim of the backwards K to lead off the bottom of the 3rd inning before the bats caught fire.
That's a great off-speeder pitch right there. It falls from the top of that left shoulder right down the middle, and he just got him frozen to even up the count at 1.
Yeah, he desperately need to get out the inning for confidence back.
That one's going to fall short, 2-1.
For Gilligan, the longer Gilligan can go, the better it'll be for St. Peter's and that pitching staff to not try to drag out games, especially for tomorrow, because you still have one more game in this series.
The 2-1, that's an inside heater, close, but it's going to be a ball. 3-1 now. See if Schmalzley's looking to swing or just try to get on base for that top of the order.
Dean Ferrara on deck, 0 of 0 on the day with 2 E5s.
And he's swinging. That's down the right. Ooh, down the left field line. It's going to be a nice play with third baseman on the first and in time with a nice pick play right there.
That's a great play on both sides.
Yeah, they were due right there. That was Logan Baker with the great stab right there. That ball was smoked. He was able to read it, play it on a hop, get it across the diamond in time to Vining on the scoop throw right there. After 4, it's 4-0 Fairfield. 3-1 on the hits. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's the top half of the 5th. It's been a great pitching performance so far for Bowen Baker. He's trying to continue things here in the top half of the 5th, facing off against Logan Baker here for the Peacocks.
pop up to the right fielder in his first at-bat, looking to get a hit here for just the St. Peter's Peacocks' second hit of the game.
First pitch, that's in there, strike one. Again, Logan Baker pointed this out in his first at-bat, but he's got an interesting stance. You look at the way he holds his bat. That is pointed straight back, kind of behind his shoulder and head. It's an interesting approach, but he gets it settled back in time for the pitch.
You also see the hands really high up on the bat, kind of eliminating the power aspect, if you will, choking up a lot, trying to just make contact, it appears.
Yeah, he'll need to get contact here. 0-2 got to protect the plate as Baker looking to get a first victim quickly. And he'll do just that. Got him chasing high and away. 3 pitches, 1 batter down.
I don't think you do it much better than that, Kyle. Going for an immaculate inning of sorts, if you will. Don't want to get ahead of myself, but nope. He's third of the way there if you want to think positively.
Yeah, you never know, but that is one of the tougher feats in baseball to accomplish. Takes a lot to get that done. As we got Alex Reyes stepping in now, left-on-left action. He's going to show bunt, and he will drop it down the first base line. Pitcher and first baseman go for it. No one's on first base, and he's going to get in there safely for a single.
That's a great heads-up play there by Rackus. He knows he has the speed to leg that out. Bergevin was playing very deep, very close to first base. Caught Fairfield defense off guard, exploited them. Bunt single. Second hit of the game for the Peacocks.
Yeah, it was interesting to see that both the pitcher and the first baseman went for that one. No one was covering, even if they had the chance to catch him. He was already beating them down that line. But
at a time you least expect it to.
Yeah, no, they were not looking for that, as that one's going to be poked foul by Jace Gilligan, the catcher, trying to do some damage here with a man on first.
Yeah, another check swing there by a St. Peter's Peacock here today. But Baker's done a great job to have these hitters guessing what's going to be thrown at them, and as a result, we see a lot of hesitant swings and soft contact.
Here's the 0-1, that misses high. Catcher staring down the runner at first, wondering about potential steal attempt here. We saw one steal earlier from the Stags catching Gilligan, the current hitter, napping behind the dish. We'll see if the Stags, or if the Peacocks try to do the same.
Hibbert has a cannon. It was great defensively yesterday.
That one's fouled off, back into the parking lot. It'll make it 1-2.
It'll be a great spot to get souvenirs.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. If you're looking for souvenirs, spot to be.
Come to Alumni Diamond.
1-2, Baker settles, fires, swing and a miss. Got him looking at the dirt there. He took a hearty hack at it. Couldn't get it, and that'll be his 7th strikeout of the game.
Nice bounce back there after giving up a bunt single there to Reyes. Very efficient so far. He's only at 67 pitches, Baker is. 2 outs, looking for a 5th consecutive scoreless inning to begin this game.
I'm sure he's looking to get the out right here. You got Lomangino up, the 9-hole hitter. He's going to attack him right there, strike 1.
Yet another check swing. Yep. It's that unpredictability that makes Baker so versatile and unique, and such a weapon in this Stags rotation.
Fires that one, misses a bit low right there. Oh, even it up at 1-1. We can see again the Stags heavy on the shift right here. There is no one on that right side of the field, second base. They've opted to just play up the middle. It is the safer route, especially since you can just tap second base. But see if the Peacocks can make him pay. 1-1, smoked into left field over the third baseman's head. That'll drop in for a single. Runner will hold at second base. And the Peacocks have 2 on with 2 outs. It's their best scoring chance of the day, and they turn the order around now. So top of the lineup, Garrett Garrigo coming in.
First opportunity with runners in scoring position all game for the Peacocks. Top of the order here, trying to make some noise and claw back into this game because the lead's only 4. We think it's larger based off like how this game has gone, but it's only 4. If you can get 1 run here, that does wonders for momentum.
Garrigo, the lefty right here. It's going to be a left-on-left matchup. And he's going to poke that one into right field. It's going to fall between the right field and second baseman. They're going to send a runner home. The throw is not going to be cut off. The play not made. The ball skips by the catcher, and both runners advance to second and third, respectively. The Peacocks are on the board.
Yeah, no, definitely what needed to happen there if you're St. Peter's is as the game goes on, desperation mode only ticks further. Interesting to see how they'll be scored if there's going to be an error, but it appeared Hibbard had control of the ball, but there might have been
there just wasn't a play.
Split-second collision. I'm not sure what that was.
Just wasn't really a play at the plate. If I'm the Stags there, I think you cut that ball off. You just hold the runners. You play it safe.
So it's going to be an RBI single for Greco. Advance to second on the error by the right fielder, Bucciero. Rakis scores 4-1 Stags.
And that pitch in the dirt, covered and blocked right there.
Nice
ball one.
Nice scoop there by Hibbard to keep the ball in front of it and prevent another run from scoring, given the speedy Lomangino is on third base.
Huge at-bat right here, momentum-wise. I mean, those 2 runs are massive. If you can get this out right here, it's going to do a lot for the team as that ball misses 2-0.
Vining had a homer in yesterday's game, so it only takes one swing of the bat to get back into a game in baseball. And if here's a 3-run homer here, we have a brand new ball game.
Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss right there. Wilson couldn't get a hold of it.
Certainly need to get out here as Ashby Vining is on deck, who had 2 homers in yesterday's game and is one of the better hitters in the Peacocks lineup. Need to get out of this sooner rather than later if you're Baker.
Baker goes for the off speed right there. It'll find the zone 2-2. Had Wilson frozen. And just like that, 1 strike away from getting out of this.
Biggest pitch of the game thus far. Baker loves that high heat. Expect him to go high with it and get Wilson a chase.
The 2-2. Got him, swinging and missing. He went to the off speed. Wilson was probably thinking for that heater, and he ends up lunging at it. The Peacocks do strike, and they actually have more hits right now, but the Stags still hold on to that 4-1 lead. We'll be right back for the bottom half of the 5th. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back into the bottom half of the 5th inning. The Peacocks are going to keep rolling out Gilligan. He's currently sitting at 70 pitches, so if things go awry here, this might be his final inning. And it's top of the order for the Stags, so it's a tough bunch to get through right here.
We don't have great eyes on either one of the bullpens, but it appears with one more game tomorrow, they're going to drag these starters out as long as possible. Gilligan's still going. That's why.
First pitch, smacked into center field. First bat ball is going to be over his head, and that's out of here. Lead-off bomb in the bottom of the 5th for Ferrara. We just said this is a tough bunch to get through, and he makes him pay right there. Solo shot to center, 5-1 Stags.
Yeah, I did not think that ball was going out. It looked like a high general fly out to center fielder, but the wind carried that one. Stags, the wind is playing in their favor right now. 5-1 Stags.
Both homers today have been completely visually perplexing. You think it's a fly out, you think maybe it's getting in front of him, and that thing just gets up and out of here with that wind. 5-1 Stags.
Second home run of the day for the Stags, and Luke Nomura trying to have his third and second game, 2 games here.
That's up the middle, rifled, frozen rope, first pitch swinging, and he's looking potentially, you see he rounded first base heavily there, but second base was not an option right there, but love the aggressiveness.
Nomura, aggressive player all around nonetheless, on the base pads, hitting. First pitch, see it, take it. Great mentality. Great job there squaring that ball up and hitting into center field.
And appropriately, we are going to see a quick visit to the mound here, talking to Gilligan, right? He got pretty roughed up this inning. You know, you come out here, you just look to try to get things back on track, and you let up an immediate home run and then an immediate single. You just got to calm him down, realize that this game's still in reach. Quick double play will get you out of this, but you got to be careful because the Stags could certainly run away with it here if you're not pitching smart.
We do have action in the St. Peter's bullpen. However, we cannot see clearly who it is. We will get that information to you as soon as that becomes available to us. Nonetheless, coming to the plate now for the Stags is number 24, Matt Bergevin, who so far today has a backwards K and a single.
Yeah, and as you know with baseball, hitting is contagious, right? You know, the dugout mentality, it's a team sport heavily, and when one guy hits, it kind of just lingers on to the next guy. You know, they want to follow it up. You can see right there, first pitch swinging, tips it off backwards for strike one.
And St. Peter's only got one run, but the Stags for that's kind of like they need to take the momentum back right now. Baseball is a game of momentum, and the Stags are going to do everything they can to extend this lead as far as they can to make it out of reach.
Yeah, I mean, a great way to look at it, especially if you're winning, is to just win the inning, right? Even if you're up 4-0, forget about that. Each inning, you're starting 0-0. If you win each inning, you'll win the game. And that's what they're looking to do right here on the 0-1. Ball's going to be high, a pickoff attempt back to first, and he's safe. They've kept an eye on that runner at first. One pickoff attempt, and another right there.
Nomura did have a caught stealing yesterday. You have to respect the confidence and still being aggressive. However, there's a matter of discipline over caution here.
That pitch is skied into left field in foul territory. Third baseman running for it, and makes the play right there. Lost the hat, but got the ball.
Yeah, let the flow out every once in a while. Never hurts. Nonetheless, great job by the third baseman Baker there. Staying with the play. Good for the first out as Hibbard comes to the dish.
Yeah, Hibbard, cleanup hitter, looking to get started today here.
Hibbard 1 of 2 on the day with a single and a fly out to the center fielder.
First pitch, that's going to be high for ball one. Again, Hibbard is definitely the one you can see when he bats. He kind of shrinks the strike zone a little bit. So the pitcher has to kind of force their pitch down a little bit.
You see that long stance of Hibbard also. Great follow through, trying to rip one into the outfield gap as the outfielders are playing very deep for him. Count 1-1. One out here. Runner on first. Stags looking to extend a 5-1 lead here in the bottom of the fifth with run in already in the inning.
1-1. That pitch is going to fall low for 2-1.
Certainly need to get an out here if you're Gilligan, as Bucciero is on deck already with a homer on the game, trying to make it 2, and he is swinging the bat really well right now.
Here's the 2-1. Nomura takes off, and the throw hops in there, not in time. Nomura has the bag. He's in there safely, and the count will be 3-1 for Hibbard.
Good aggressivity there by Nomura. Not the best, hit a great jump, not the best throw by Gilligan there. Nonetheless, great scoop by the shortstop, Lomangino, to prevent the ball from going in the outfield.
Just like that, we got a runner in scoring position, the 3-1. Swings and fouls it off his leg, I believe. Looks to be in some pain right there. It'll make the count full. It's never a great feeling, right? You can definitely hurt yourself by getting hit, or sometimes hitting yourself with those foul balls.
Those stingers definitely hurt, especially as a catcher. When you're every day, more often than not, crouching down, like fielding those types of pitches, it can take a toll on you. So got to be careful with those types of moments. Hoping Hibbard is okay here as he's going back into the batter's box.
Yeah, considering Hibbard, the catcher himself, he must be used to it. He's got the full count on him here. See what Gilligan's got for him. That pitch will miss outside. It'll fall low and away. It's got to be frustrating for Gilligan. You needed that one. And now we got first and second, one out for Matt Bucciero.
Had a home run in the bottom of the third inning with the exclamation point on that bottom of the third inning where the Stags scored 4 runs.
Right, yeah, you could certainly use another one here. It would do a lot for team morale, and it would certainly take Gilligan out of this game. First pitch, that's going to fall in there for strike one. That off-speed pitch definitely fooled him.
Yeah, Bucciero wants that heater. It's how he got his first home run of the game.
Here's the 0-1. High and inside. Brushed him back.
That's
1-1.
high heat if there ever is one. Gilligan not taking any chance with Bucciero here.
Holding that runner on at second. Yeah, they're not going to give Nomura any space right there to take off. As the 1-1 is fouled back, making it 1-2.
You know, anytime a pitcher gives up a homer to a batter and they see him the next time around, their game plan definitely shifts and they try to exploit the weak spots, keeping them off the plate out to the opposite side, in this case Bucciero toward the right side of the plate and outside.
Right, yeah, you got to think about that plate as that ball is rifled into right field on a hop. That'll score one runner to third. We got corners as the Fairfield Stags strike again. 6-1 here in the bottom of the fifth.
Great job by Bucciero, down in the count, not giving in. Rips an opposite field laser past Vining to extend the lead to 6-1. Stags still striking distance of another run, just 90 feet away as Hibbert advances to third, trying to add on here in this bottom of the fifth.
Right, yeah, I mean, it's really important base running right there by Hibbert. You want to get to third base so that a sac fly can score you, but he just read the ball well. That ball could potentially have been played by the first baseman, but once it was by him, he knew he was there. And first pitch is going to fall behind the catcher. It's a wild pitch. Runner's going to come to score, and that'll make it 7-1 Stags. Things are falling apart for Peacocks and Gilligan here.
And it's amazing how quickly momentum changes in baseball. It's like a game of runs, if you will. That third inning, Fairfield had 4. This fifth inning, Fairfield has 3. It can only be a matter of one inning gone wrong can decide the game.
Yeah, it's important to note, they have 6 hits to their 7 runs. There's 3 errors played a massive part in that, and it's just going to really, really hurt you. It's going to be tough to come back from that. Gilligan's still on the mound here. We've seen no mound visit, no nothing for him since the early visit after the home run and single as he fires in what's going to be ball 2 there.
Appears this would likely be Gilligan's last inning as his pitch count is already up to 85. Certainly has drastically risen with this inning.
And that ball's going to hit him. It's a free base right there for Sellinger, and Gilligan has completely unraveled on the mound right now as the St. Peter's coach looks to most likely take him out of the game here. You know, it was a strong start for Gilligan, but things just fell apart momentum-wise. I mean, could not find a consistent out, could not find the strike zone at times, and that's going to end his day here with 4 1/3.
No, and, you know, he did not get help from his defense. You know, 3 errors on the game for Logan Baker, and that kind of like the tip of the iceberg as the offense definitely got going as a result of those errors. Gilligan will end the day with 4 1/3 innings pitched, 6 hits, 7 runs, 6 of them earned, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, 2 homers given up, the one by Ferrara and the 2-run homer by Bucciero.
Replacing him on the mound looks to be number 12, Yash Jain. Hopefully saying that one correctly. Try to limit some of the damage that's been happening here. I mean, it's a tough position to come into, obviously, if you're a relief pitcher, right? 7-1. But, you know, it is important to get these outs, right? Your team's not out of this. You can poke back at this. But his job is just to kind of mellow things out a bit, try to be a new face that the Stags have trouble with.
Yash Jain on the year has a 10.88 ERA, 0-1 in 14 appearances, 22 1/3 innings pitched, 27 earned runs, 18 walks versus 18 strikeouts. So a direct 1-to-1 ratio where you don't know honestly what you're going to get from this type of arm.
Yeah, and you know it's the right move, right? When you're losing 7-1, you don't go to your best guy. You go to your guy that might be struggling a little bit, but he needs that experience, he needs that time out there, and this is the time to give him, right? even though the game might be 7-1, this matters for him, right? He needs to prove himself here so that in later situations for the Peacocks, when it might be a closer game, they could rely on him. So this is big for him.
Important to note, I believe we're going to have a pinch hitter here for Warwick. Pinch hitting will be number 20, Tyler Kipp, the junior out of Monroe, Connecticut.
Yeah, Warwick, interesting, because you'd think it'd be for the switch hitter possibility, but it would have been left on right. I know Warwick was hitless today, but
Kipp only has 1 start of the year in 7 games played. No homers or RBIs, is hitting .250 on the year with .250 slugging.
Pinch hitting for the Stags, number 20, Tyler Kidd.
He is designated as catcher on our roster sheet here, so you more often, Warwick is the DH, so that will explain things that I caught myself there.
all right, so Kipp's stepping in for his first at-bat of the day. He has got first and second, 1 out here. First pitch. That's in there, strike 1.
Payne Warwick ends the day 0 of 2 with a fielder's choice and a unassisted ground out to the first baseman.
Jane probably looking for a rollover here, trying to pitch the contact. The 0-1. Popped into right center. It's going to fall over the second baseman's head. Here comes another run coming home. It'll make it 8-1 Stags, and they quickly come out and put a run on the board. Tyler Kipp with an RBI single.
As a pinch hitter, you can't complain with an RBI knock in your first at-bat of the game. Great job by Kipp there, seeing ball, hitting ball just over the head of Rakes.
Yeah, not necessarily the hardest hit ball, but it's made well enough contact that it's just going to bloop over the head of the second baseman there and fall in for an RBI knock. Stepping in now is Paul Catalano, the center fielder. That first one is in there for strike 1. Catalano batting 8th, so big notable here. You got the 8-hole hitter, 9-hole hitter, 1 out. So if you can find a way to get to the top of the order with the guy who's already homered in this inning, the Stags could blow this one out of the water.
Yeah, and that's what the Stags would like sooner rather than later. You know, you still have 1 game tomorrow at 1 o'clock. You know, if they could get more pitchers, get St. Pierce to use more pitchers, it's going to set them up in a great position for tomorrow.
Count is even at 1-1. Fires, delivers, inside again. Jane has missed most of his pitches inside so far, trying to attack hitters on that low middle quadrant of the zone. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss right through it.
Nice,
2-2.
Nice pitch there by Jane. It appeared Catalano wanted that high heat and was ready for it, but Jane met him with an off-speeder.
Here's the 2-2. He'll take a look back at the runner. Fires. Poked out into left field. Another dribbler. It's going to be caught. That was just another scary floater, almost similar to the previous base hit, but shortstop was able to get to that one. The last thing the Peacocks wanted was another blooper over their heads.
Yeah, no, nice read there by Lowman Gino. Covering a lot of distance to get that second out, having to go the other way, cross-body, nonetheless gets the second out. Runners on second and first. Schmalzley coming to the dish.
Yeah, big opportunity for him right here out of the 9-hole. A knock would do great things for the team. They've already put up 4 this inning, so the more the merrier. First pitch misses, ball 1.
Schmalzley 0 of 2 in today's game so far with a backwards K and a ground out to the third baseman on a nice play by Baker.
That one will be just a bit low, making it 2-0 on deck. And if he gets up, will be Dean Ferrara.
And these types of at-bats go a long way for a 9-hole hitter. If he can get a knock here, that's going to do confidence wonders for Schmalzley here, who's struggling so far this season.
And missing again. You got to think he's trying to hit the zone here. There's no need to walk this batter, but it's 3-0. He's just going to take this one, see if Yang can find the strike zone.
I think that's all you need to do on this pitch right here. Looks interesting to see if Schmalzley will make him pay. I think he's going to go conservative, though.
A swing here would be ballsy as he does the right thing and takes ball 4. That'll turn the lineup around again. And Dean Ferrara is stepping in, looking to do some serious damage.
Second time through the order this inning for the Stags. Dean Ferrara started things here in this inning with a first pitch homer when Gilligan was still in the game. Stags have scored 3 since his homer.
The first pitch, he's going to take that one for strike 1. Can't say I blame him. Walking the previous batter on 4 pitches, you got to see if he has control right now. And he's able to get that one in there and get ahead of the count. The 0-1 looks at it again. That one's going to miss high and outside, evening up the count of 1. Here's the 1-1 from Yang. That one's going to miss outside. Couldn't get him to chase here. Hasn't really been that successful in getting a lot of swing and misses. The Stags doing a pretty good job of reading him here. This could be the damage pitch. 2-1, hitters count, bases loaded, 2 down. He'll take it high and away, 3-1.
Yeah, not great command here from Jane thus far. One more pitch like that, and Sellinger will be making his way home.
3-1, here's the pitch. Swing and fouled off back into the parking lot. And now we're going to have runners going on the full count, bases loaded, 2 out scenario. So runners will be on the move. Everyone's heads will be up. They're ready to go. It's a big pitch right here. See what Yane attacks him with. The pitch. Swings. That's going to be right center field gap. That ball is going to fall. It's going to split the outfielders. 3 runs are going to score. Looks going to be holding up at second. Doesn't go for the triple, but 3 runs are scored. And an error is made by the Peacocks on the throw-in. He will get to third. Unbelievable. Just great clutch hitting today.
It's amazing how quickly a game can unravel for one team. Ferrara, great composure there at the plate. Drove that ball into the center field gap. Another fielding error there by the Peacocks, which allows Ferrara to go to third. 4 RBIs now on the day for the junior third baseman.
Yeah, just an unnecessary error at the end right there. Just miscommunication or whatever. But, yeah, did not need to give him that base.
4th error on the game for the Peacocks.
That ball is skied into center field, and it should end our inning as it is closed into the glove, but not after 7 runs have crossed the plate. It is 11-1 Fairfield. Just great hitting right there. They had 8 hits. It's up to 4 errors for the Peacocks now as we get ready for the 6th inning. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back here. After a real eventful bottom half of the 5th, the Peacocks are finally back up, looking at a 10-run deficit. And they're going to be staring down Bowen Baker, who has been mowing them down so far today and looks to continue doing so here. the top half of the 6th.
Ashby Vining leading off here in the top of the 6th, 1 of 2 on the day with a single.
Yeah, he's able to break that hitless streak for his team, smacking that one into right field as he takes strike 1 right there looking.
Ironically, where Fairfield at the top of the order has been absolutely killing St. Peter's, it's been the bottom half that's just really responsible for the lone run for St. Peter's today.
That one's fouled off by Vining, and Baker, like we've said many times today, is ahead in the count 0-2.
Baker at 9 strikeouts already today and has been efficient with that pitch count, only at 77, so phenomenal stuff here.
The 0-2 fouled back and out of play. That one's on a windshield watch. It's going to miss the cars.
Hey, hit the
Stays at
trunk.
0-2.
Hit the trunk.
Baker looking composed, fires the 0-2 in, and fouled off again. 3 straight foul balls. So Vining seeing the ball, but just not fully getting the barrel.
And sometimes hitters just have to stay and survive, though, because the pitcher's stuff is just so good in the moment, in the game. Vining do what he can to keep this at-bat going.
And he'll poke that one. Short dribbler, he's looking to beat that out. Shortstop throw is not in time, and Vining has an infield single to lead off the top half of the 6th.
That throw took Bergevin off the bag. I'm interested to see how that'll be scored. Nomura was charging it. It was a bang-bang play.
Yeah,
but,
we would have been close.
Won't be surprised either way, as that will be scored a hit for Vining, his second of the game.
No, I think that's the right call right there. I think he beats that out. One of those balls that just dies in the grass, and they're playing pretty far back, so would have been a tough play. It'll be a leadoff single as Tyler Smith steps in, and he'll take strike 1.
Tyler Smith 0 of 2 on the day with a backwards K and a pop-up to the catcher.
No time better than now for him to get out of that slump. The Peacocks need to score soon if they're going to try to fight back in this one. That ball, there it is. It's pieced into right field. It's going to be right by the right fielder. Vining turns around third. He's heading most likely home here. They're waving him in and going to make the last-second decision to turn and hold him. Yeah, the last thing you want is to get yourself out at home. You're down 10. You don't need to go for this run right now. I agree with that call right there as they got second and third. Nobody out. Baker not loving the start to this inning as he's been cruising through. This is unusual for him.
Yeah, no, rarely has he had to work with runners in scoring possession, let alone 2. So I'm interested to see how long Courier will keep Baker in there. You have to assume there's some activity in the bullpen going on as he's at 83 pitches now.
Ryan Dacey looking to do some damage right here. That first pitch misses high.
Dacey 0 of 1 on the game with a walk and a swinging strikeout. 1 of 9 the Peacocks have had today.
That one's hit right to the first baseman, makes the play right there, Bergevin, and that'll be 1 down. Runners can't go anywhere.
Good job there by Baker, forcing weak contact off the bat of Dacey for the easy putout. 1 out.
That'll bring up Logan Baker, who definitely is looking to knock in a run right here. The last thing you want to do is leave that runner stranded on third with no one out, right? All you got to do is just get it to the outfield. Maybe a slow roller in the infield will do it. A lot of ways can score this runner, but cannot leave it.
Selinger is playing very deep at second, so if you hit it to him, Vining will more likely than not score.
Fairfield's not, and rightfully, they're not worried about that run, right? They're just trying to get the out in a game like this. You'll probably trade that out for a run.
Absolutely, and especially in this type of game, and with Baker's pitch count so high, they just want to get out of this game and move on to tomorrow, you feel like.
Here's the 1-0 from Baker. That ball is hit on the ground, shortstop in the hole. Doesn't really have anywhere to go. Gets the runner in the pickle here between second and third. And a nice heads-up play right there. He didn't have him at first. The runner from second, however, was off the bag enough to create that pickle opportunity and get the out. But the Peacocks score 1.
Nice play there by Nomura on somewhat of a lapse there by Tyler Smith base running. Anytime you can get the lead runner, they'll gladly take it. And no, it's not your conventional trade out for a run, but the Stags will take it.
Yeah, Tyler Smith, the DH, right? Not going to be known for his base running. Gets caught up there, making it 11-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th.
Will be an RBI fielder's choice for Logan Baker. 11-2 now.
Counts 1-0 on Rakes. Delivers. That one's going to be outside. Missing. 2-0. Rakes 1 for 2 on the night. Looking to extend that.
We'll go as a 6-5 fielder's choice there for Logan Baker, finding scores.
The 2-0 smacked on the ground at first, and they're going to call foul ball. That one looked fair, but
maybe it hit something last minute. It looked like a bang-bang play. Tough to tell from this angle. Nonetheless, Rakes will have another chance.
Yeah, we'll go again. Counts 2-1 now. So
I don't think it hit the bag. That couldn't have been it.
No, but the umpire did point on the ground right in front of the plate, so something must have gotten in the way there. 2-1. Popped up. That's coming back near us almost. And that'll even the count at 2 apiece.
I'd get a souvenir if I wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, it's not out of the option. The ball could come over here. The netting only does extend so high.
More worried about Big Mike up there from Stag Sports Network than ourselves right now, though.
Yeah, shout out Stag Sports Network. Great work they do over there. Here's the 2-2. Hits him with an off speed. That ball is skied into right field. Second baseman calls it up, and he's got it. That'll end the top half of the 6th. The Peacocks strike for 1, and that'll make it 11-2. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for more baseball action with the Stags. It's the bottom half of the 6th here. Weather has cooled off into a nice cloudy afternoon as the Stags are up 11-2 in this ball game, but only have 2 more hits than the opponent, 8-6. Those 4 errors have done a lot as the Peacocks bring in a new pitcher. It's going to be Cameron Martindale on the mound. He's had some rough outings in his past, but looking to try to prove himself right here against the heart of the Fairfield order as Matt Bergman steps in. First pitch is going to be a half chuck swing, fouled off to the right.
Stags erupted for 7 runs in that last inning. Stags only scored in 2 innings, would find themselves up 9.
Right, yeah. It really isn't about the amount of hits they've gotten. It's just the timeliness of their hitting, the sloppiness of the Peacocks fielding, and just the heads-up play that they've had all game.
You said it best when you said it was contagious. You felt like everybody was producing, and as a result, here we are, 11-2, bottom of the 6th.
Right, yeah, and if you're Martindale, you know, this is his opportunity to prove himself, right? You said he's 0-2 in his 8 appearances so far, rocking the 15.63 ERA, as that ball's a frozen rope into left field, but right to the glove, and that'll be 1 down right there. Nice rip, but nice prepared play right there by the left fielder, Ryan Dacey.
Yeah, can't ask for much more there from Martindale. 1 batter, 1 out. That's all you're looking for. Try to use the minimum number of pitchers as possible for tomorrow's series finale.
That'll bring up number 31, Ethan Hibbert, the catcher.
Hibbert, 1 of 2 on the day. Last time up, drew a walk and scored on a wild pitch.
He'll look at ball 1 inside there. Here's the 1-0. Hibbert thought about it, held up on the swing, and it'll be 2-0. Martindale setters, fires. That one's in there. 2-1.
Looked inside from this thing. I don't know if Hibbert was happy about this one. Nonetheless, not going to blow things out of proportion.
No, yeah, can't worry about that at a time like this. Here's the 2-1. Off speed. That's going to fall in there for strike 2.
Nice pitch there by Martindale, freezing Hibbert on that inside off speed or something you rarely see because, you know, with off speed, the more in it is, the better the chance the hitter is to pull it and hit it far.
Yeah, heavy risk reward there with those pitches as his heater will miss inside. It'll make it a full count for Hibbert now.
But you say, hey, in baseball, you say expect the unexpected. That kind of worked in Martindale's favor there.
Full count pitch. Hibbert knocks it down the first base line. First baseman makes the play. He'll take it himself. And that'll be 2 down right there. Nice play by Vining over at first.
2 hitters, 2 outs. Martindale, we talked about his high ERA coming into the game. It's all you can worry about and focus on, so can't ask for much more out of Martindale.
Bucciero will step in now, try to get some 2-out magic here for the Stags. First pitch, going to be another check swing foul ball right there. Off into the dugout right there. That ball did not go very far.
Bucciero hitting .270 on the year now with 7 home runs. That homer in the bottom of the third was good for his 7th homer.
And he'll take that one for strike 1. Or sorry, for strike 2 right there. Puts him in the hole.
Bucciero, one of 3 Stags, voted to the preseason All-MAC team alongside Matt Bergevin and McVeigh.
That one will miss just a bit high, making it 1-2. He'll stay alive. Here's the 1-2. Gives him some heat. Ground ball to short should be the routine play, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3, the Stags go down. Well pitched right there by Martindale. We'll head to the 7th. It's 11-2 Stags. Don't go anywhere. We are back. Final third of the game, about to be underway here. It's the top of the 7th. Stags holding on to a dominating 11-2 lead. Pitcher is back out there, Bowen Baker, and he will face the 8-hole hitter, Jace Gilligan.
Gilligan, 2 at-bats, 2 strikeouts. Both of them courtesy of the swinging kind.
Baker currently sitting at 92 on his pitch count, so you know he's going to try to be efficient as possible this inning as he throws in strike 1.
Want to give a quick congratulations to the women's lacrosse team for a commanding, convincing victory over Manhattan, 16-8 on Senior Day.
Swing and a miss on the strike 2, right by him.
Yeah, Baker only at 93 pitches. If he can go a solid 7 here, that's going to set up your setup man real nice, and then your closer to get things out. Or do the setup or closer for 2 innings. Can't hurt.
That one just missed outside, making it 1-2. Gilligan doing everything he can to not strike out again. Here's the 1-2 swing and a miss. Strike 3. Another swinging strikeout for Gilligan. It's a rough day for him, and that will add to Baker's strikeout total. Double digits, 10 strikeouts for Baker.
10 strikeouts is never an underestimation. That's a great stat. Great game here by Baker thus far. Only giving up 2 runs and 6+ innings of work.
Low Mangino steps up now. He'll foul that one away.
Low Mangino, 1 of 2 on the game with a single, and was responsible for that one of the 2 runs scored on that RBI single by Garrett Greco.
Yeah, fairly productive day out of the 9-hole. Made some solid swings and has been productive for them, as that pitch will miss, evening up the count of 1. Here's the 1-1. That falls in there. Strike 2 and off speed right there. Looking to make quick work of the 9-hole hitter. Here's Baker. He'll do just that. Swing and a miss. See ya later. Got him lunging there at the outside off speed. Bowen Baker doing exactly what he needs to this inning.
11 strikeouts now. He's just continues to rack them up.
Grego now will turn around the lineup for the Peacocks, trying to do what they can here to spark some offense.
Has one of the 2 RBIs on the day. Had that RBI single in the top of the 5th.
Some heat in there right there for strike 1 as Baker hits the 100 pitch count marker. Gotta imagine this is his last inning.
I can't see someone going north of 100, unless there's a no-no bid, but not the case here. You still have a long season ahead.
And that one skied high into the sky. First baseman looking for it, and he's got it. 1-2-3 for Baker, and the Stags roll through another great inning. Defensively, it's 11-2. Stay with us. We'll be right back for the bottom half of the 7th. We are back in the bottom half of the 7th. Fairfield looking to tack on some more runs here, and leading off to try and do that is going to be number 5, Zach Sellinger.
0 of 1 on the day with a run scored. Had a hit by pitch last time up.
Sellinger again, keeping consistent with that stance, right? Crowding the plate, making the pitcher kind of work outside and kind of forcing him to just kind of pick his poison, you know? Do you want to attack him, or do you want to work around that outside where he's probably going to expect it? He'll foul that off, and it's 1-1.
The junior Tyler Kipp will be on deck, already 1 of 1 on the game with a single in his first appearance pinch hitting for Warwick.
Here's the 1-1. That one's in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher. Make it 2-1. Nice to see, yeah, Kipp getting the nod for the second at bat. We were talking in the break about a potential new pinch hitter, in a game like this, just get new guys, new looks. But he's earned the role, I guess, with that RBI knock he had. So
opportunities and exposure are sometimes the best way to get players going, Kyle.
That one's fouled off. Yeah, it never hurts. And that's kind of what the Peacocks are doing here with their relievers. They're going to the guys that have struggled, and they're giving them looks right now to kind of, give them a taste of a tough lineup to face. 2-2. Martindale fires. Off speed. That one's rifled. Right center field. Right fielder coming on. Makes a diving play. Nice stab right there for the first out of the inning.
Beautiful play there by Wilson. Saw that one from start to finish as that ball was rapidly sinking.
Yeah, weather's not doing him any favors there, but he's able to read it. It's a nice play, No one was behind you, so if that ball gets by you, that's at least 3 bags we're talking. Kip will step in now. He'll be a first pitch swinger. That's right to third baseman. On a one-hop, tosses it across the diamond. 2 gone.
Yeah, Martindale, 5 hitters faced, 5 outs. He's been perfect in his appearance. And we talked about how an ERA is kind of one of those overjudged stats, if you will. But he has certainly been efficient here in this outing, giving the Peacocks some length.
Here's Catalano, one of 3 Stag hitters to not record a hit today. See if he can change that up. That one will miss outside for ball 1.
As you were alluding to, Kyle, Catalano 0 of 3 on the day. Ground out to the pitcher, a strikeout, and a pop-up to the shortstop.
And that one's going to catch the outside black for strike 1 right there by Martindale. Martindale quick with his work here. If you look at the pitch clock, he's not taking more than 5 seconds. He's going right into it as, again, fires it on the outside black, and he's ahead 1-2.
Looking for another 1, 2, 3 inning. That'll be back-to-backs for Martindale if he's able to get Catalano here.
Catalano rips it down the left field line. That ball's over the head, and that's going to stay foul. That was close right there. The Stags wanted it. Would love an instant replay on that one.
Between you and me, I thought it was fair, but I'm not going to go out of my way to try and protest that one.
That one was close right there. Thought for sure that snuck down. But he'll have to head back to the plate, grab his bat, and try to do it again. Sometimes these things help you, Maybe he sends one over the fence, but more often than not, sometimes you live to regret and miss out there. But 1-2. Catalano will step back in. Takes a look at that one. High and outside for ball 2. That one was close right there. Thought Martindale might have been out of it. Just missed outside. He wants that outside black. He's been going through it all at bat. He will not go inside. Full count for Catalano.
Yeah, Catalano struggling as a pull hitter, just hitting just 190 on the year.
Way up and outside. That's going to be a walk. Catalano comes back to the plate, takes the 1-2 count, works it into a walk. That'll bring up TJ Schmalzley.
Schmalzley on the day, 0 of 2 with a strikeout and a ground out to third, and last time up, he walked and scored.
That ball is knocked on the ground. Shortstop can't get it right by him. Runners will hold. Not going to say that's a routine play, but that's definitely a play coach is going to want you to make right there, right by his glove. Could have just tapped on second. Instead, that'll be their 5th error of the day.
No, Schmalzley definitely made good contact on barrel to the ball there. However, from this angle, it appeared low man Gino had a play on it, as it will be the Peacocks' 5th error of the game.
And now the batter they least want to see, it's going to be Dean Ferrara leading off. He's got that home run and double today, sitting on 4 RBIs. He could make it 7 right here with a launch over the fences. He smacks the first pitch he sees off the second baseman's glove. Ball rolls, can't be gathered, and everyone is safe.
That was smoked off the bat of Ferrara there. Absolute laser to the second baseman, Brackus. And to see a little bit of a pinball action as the it looked like the shortstop could have made a fielder a play on it for a force out to get out of this inning, but
right.
We got bases loaded now for Nomura.
He couldn't grab it off the ground right there because all he had to do was just grab it and touch the base. But as you were talking about that pinball play, doesn't work out. Bases loaded, 2 down now for Nomura. First pitch, that's going to fall in there for strike 1.
Past 3 batters who have come to the plate for the Stags have all reached after Martindale retired the first 5 he faced.
Here's the 0-1 from Martindale. Nomura swings. That's going on the ground up the middle. It's going to be played cleanly this time by the shortstop. Tosses over to second, and they get out of this jam unscathed. 11-2 Stags. They get their hits up to 9, but score stays the same. We'll be right back for the top half of the 8th. Stay with us. We are back. Top of the 8th. The rain has returned here at Alumni Diamond. New pitcher on the mound for the Stags going to be Peter Phillips. He'll be following a fantastic outing from Baker.
Defensive substitution here is number 14, J.P. Kuzik, will be playing for Hibbard for the remainder of this game.
Phillips hasn't seen too much action this season, only 5 innings on the ledger for him, so this will be a good opportunity for him to try to get some nice outs and a good look as he falls behind 1-0. Fires a heater in there. That's strike 1. One of the quicker pitches we've seen tonight, coming out with some ferocity on the mound.
Only 5 innings pitched, you mentioned, though, Kyle. 5.06 ERA. He's got something to prove, try to make a name for himself in this bullpen.
Wilson with a frozen rope down the right field line. That's out of play. Wilson was the one last inning who we saw that nice diving play from, so see if his bat can show up here.
Trying to avoid a golden sombrero. 3 strikeouts on the day so far, 2 of them looking.
The 1-2, that's in the dirt. He'll hold up. Phillips, that one's going to fall short, and full count here on the first batter. Got to attack him here. No need to walk a batter. 11-2. Make them beat you, especially a guy who's 0-for-3 with 3 strikeouts. He'll save him. That ball's in the dirt. It's going to be ball 4 and an easy take there for Wilson with a leadoff walk.
First baseman, number 11, Ashby Vining.
Ashby Vining to step in now. I got to say he's probably impressed me the most today out of the Peacocks players. He's been the most consistent player at the bat, just barreling it up, consistently making good contact. Yep. First baseman over for them.
2 singles on the day for Vining, make that 2 of 3.
Another pitch falls low for Phillips. Got to wonder now if he just simply can't find control after walking the last batter.
Rain slowly coming back.
Got him swinging at some high cheese there. Making it 1-1. Phillips now. Got him on that half check swing right there. They're going to check down to the first base umpire. They say yes, he did. 1-2.
Not trying to overcomplicate things here. Just need to get 6 outs.
Yep.
Not trying to do too much, too flashy. Just play old school, disciplined baseball.
Yep. Pitch to some contact. There it is. That ball's skied down the right field line. He will have a play at it, and he's got it. In foul grounds right next to the fence. He makes the grab and puts one away.
The DH, number 28, Tyler Smith.
Tyler Smith stepping in now.
Tyler Smith, 1 of 3 on the day. Last time up, hitting that double. Ultimately got caught in that force out there by Baker, which drove in a run.
Smith is a first pitch swinger here. That ball's into left field. Shortstop calling for it. He's got it. 2 away.
You have to respect the first pitch aggressivity, but that one appeared way outside. We saw Smith verbally frustrated with himself, I'm assuming, not toward definitely could have sung the ball better there.
Ryan Dacey will step in now, 2 down. Looking at a 9-run deficit. If you're going to make a miracle happen, it's got to start now. Can't save it all for the 9th. That ball will be low in the dirt. 1-0. Again, seeing Phillips fall short in the
And
dirt.
you mentioned Fairfield's had 2 innings that they've scored. That's it. But you can't expect to have all your runs come in 1 inning. Yes, like the contagious momentum is one thing, but you have to go at it piece by piece here if you're St. Peter's.
That one's in there. Strike 1 for Phillips. Just got to keep attacking him. Phillips on the 1-1. That ball is pieced into right field, right to the right fielder. Doesn't even have to move. And he'll get it. That'll retire the side. It's 11-2 Stags. They'll head into the bottom of the 8th to try and tack on some more and finish up this ball game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Number 24.
We are back, bottom of the 8th. The Stags, although they might not seem in desperate need of runs, are going to look to try to tag on some more here. Same pitcher out. Let's see what they can do here at the plate.
Bergevin leading things off. 3, 4, 5 due up in this bottom of the 8th inning.
First pitch swinging, left center field. That's going to fall. It'll hit off the wall, and he'll round first, head into second for a stand-up leadoff double. The bats do not stop.
Yeah, Bergevin desperately needed a great comeback game, if you will. A little bit of a slump. Striking out more than he'd like. Great vision there, seeing the ball, driving into the gap for a double. We are going to have a pinch hitter here after the defensive substitution. Number 14, J.P. Kuzik will be stepping into the dish. Kuzik hit his first career homer as a Fairfield Stag this past Tuesday versus Central Connecticut State.
Kuzik stepping in also means he'll be taking over the catcher position for the 9th inning for Hibbard, so he'll get some action there at the end of this one as he fouls off the first pitch, making it 0-1.
Kuzik, the sophomore out of Don Bosco Prep, Saddlebrook, New Jersey.
Martindale on the 0-1. Spits at it.
Kuzik did not play all of his freshman season due to a lower leg injury, however, is back and a consistent piece in this Stags catcher's position, if you will, with the rotations.
1-1. Fouls it off again, the same spot. That'll make it 1-2. Martindale looks to put him away. Martindale fires the 1-2. The ball is by the catcher, and that's going to be an easy extra base right there for Bergevin. He'll take third with nobody out. Just completely got away right there. That ball was well out of the catcher's reach. Would have been a very impressive stop. But regardless, it'll most likely lead to another run for the Stags, assuming they don't fall short of that. 2-2. High and up. That'll bring the count to full.
Kuzik wanted to swing at that one. He was looking for make a statement here in this game, but held back at just the last minute.
The full count pitch. Kuzik swings, sends it center field. Center fielder goes back, gets behind it. Runner looking to tag. He'll do just that, and he will score. The Stags make it 12-2.
Productive out there by Kuzik. Good for RBI. 12-2 now. Stags lead.
Now stepping in is Matt Bucciero.
Right fielder number 17.
Bucciero last time up, grounded out to the shortstop, however, has a homer on the day, which was part of a 4-run third inning, and the Stags have never looked back since then.
First pitch, that's right in there for strike one. The 0-1 swings and fouls it off. That one's going way out in right field. That'll put him down in the hole 0-2. Rain is back and coming down here. Still pretty light, but not the most enjoyable conditions, certainly for these players, as that pitch
Or for us.
is
What about
in
us?
there. Strike three looking. Might be the first time today we have seen a strikeout off an 0-2 count. I think these Stags, this whole day, the name of the game has been battling counts.
And the Stags have been aggressive, and you have to respect that. Obviously, up 12-2 here, you're not trying to do too much. Just try to see ball, get ball, but odd occurrence there, at least for this game.
Selinger takes strike one. Martindale just peppering the zone right now, not really wasting his time. He's going to make them. He's going to make them hit. Next pitch, that one's going to bounce in. 1-1. That one's going to miss high. Martindale just going to do his best here. Pitch to contact, no need to work around these guys. And he'll do just that. That ball's hitting to center field. It's dropping, and it is down for a single. Keeps the inning alive for the Stags. That is their 11th hit of the ball game.
Still more runs than hits, Kyle. Nonetheless, if it gets the job done, it gets the job done. Tyler Kipp stepping up once again for his third at-bat in the game. Last time out, he grounded out to the third baseman, Baker.
Probably didn't think he'd be seeing 3 at-bats today when he stepped in the pinch hit, but here we are as he fouls that one away.
Right back to the first base coach.
Taking his time with this one here. Here's the 0-1. It's going to miss outside again. It's probably the longest I've seen Martindale take on the pitch clock. He's primarily gone at roughly 15, 14 seconds, just trying to be really snappy with the hitters, not giving them much time to really adjust themselves or really think. But
yeah, and we're in year 2 of the pitch clock. It feels like everyone's accustomed to it now, Kyle.
Right, yeah, and people have their different ways about it. There's certain hitters that'll take different approaches, when they step in the box, when they choose to kind of, approach the pitcher. But especially right now as the rain's coming down even harder, I'm sure these hitters are just looking for any kind of contact, as that pitch misses outside. 3-1. Martindale just trying to probably get a good grip on the ball. I'm sure that's not easy right now with the rain coming down, just trying to make sure you can locate your stuff. Definitely having an issue with it. The 3-1. That's in there. Strike 2. That'll be a full count. 2 out. Runner will be going. And there he goes. Full count. And that pitch will skip in there for ball 4. He'll take a base. And this inning continues on.
It's the one time I'll say it unfortunately continues on given the weather conditions, but
yeah, we are back into brutal weather conditions here like we saw in the second inning. But the Stags, they continue to stay locked in, and that's impressive considering how hard it must be to look at that ball and try to just get a grip on your bat, but they stay fighting here. That pitch is ripped left center field. That is going to be caught, however, and that'll end the inning. 12-2. The Stags look to close it out and win this ball game. We'll be right back. We are back amidst some technical difficulties here. Stags looking to close this one out. Ball 1 right there. We took a miss.
we have a new pitcher on the mound trying to get the final 3 outs in this one, number 26, Brian Morano, the freshman righty.
Fires that one low right there. 2-0 to start. Fire settles and low again, 3-0, losing a bit of control right here. Again, we've been mentioning it all day, but this is a battle of the elements game. It did cool off for a little bit, but we are certainly back in the midst of it here.
It was a good run. It was a good run.
It was a good run, but now these pitchers, you can see it, their control has just decayed. They cannot find the strike zone. Except for right there on 3-0. You can see he put a little bit more heat on that one.
He heard you.
He heard me.
He heard you.
Fires in there. It's exactly what you have to do right now.
Hey, when in doubt, go to your heater. More often than not, your heater's your best pitch, the one you have most control over. Murano has done just that. 2 straight strikes, looking to get a punch out here.
The 3-2 sets, fires, goes to the heater, bouncer to first, makes the play, 1 away.
Great job there by Murano. Bending but not breaking. Down 3-0. Gets 2 phenomenal heaters inside, then jams Baker there for the unassisted put out by the first baseman, Bergevin.
Yeah, they had that shift on again, but Bergevin was able to, gather himself, make the play as they look to record the final 2 outs of this ball game. The 0-0, that's in there, yep. He heard me. The moment we talked about that 3-0, he was struggling to find the strike zone. He has completely turned around and has just started throwing it right down there.
Rackus now at the dish for the Peacocks. 1 of 3 on the day. Last time out, that was a screamer off the bat. Foul. As I was saying, 1 of 3 with a single last time up, a pop-up to the second baseman, Sellinger.
Yeah, that screamer went right back. That's usually a sign that they just missed it and their timing was good if that ball goes directly back behind them. So, 0-2 here. See if you can find it. Yeah, yep, you can see it right there. Smacks it into left field. Right to him, though. Makes the play. 2 down. 1 out to go here for the Stags. They are holding on for a 12-2 victory in what it would be the second game of this series.
With a win, Fairfield will move to 7-1 in the MAC. They will take the first 2 of this series versus St. Peter's. Looking for the sweep tomorrow at 1 p.m., which you can catch also on WVOF Sports on YouTube.
Fires in the striker one right there. Not going to really waste his time with it. He is just giving these hitters what they want. He's giving them the fastballs. He's giving it in the zone, but haven't proven they can hit it yet. There it is again. 0-2. 1 to go.
Looks like a completely different pitcher from the first 3 pitches. The command is there. The velocity is there. He's just firing right now.
0-2. Looking to finish it off. Just missed right there. Umpire.
That was a great pitch nonetheless. That's one Murano's going to have in his back pocket as the season progresses.
I'd say just throw it again. That hitter was frozen. Hasn't actually moved the bat this AB. 1-2. Here we go. Misses low and outside. Count evens at 2.
St. Peter's has 2 runs on 6 hits and 5 errors, a whopping 5 errors, which are honestly responsible for the outbursts in the 3rd and 5th inning. Fairfield, 12 runs, 11 hits, 1 error.
2-2. And they're not giving it to him. Catcher thought they had it. Pitcher thought they had it. We keep going. Full count right there. Ump doesn't want to go just yet.
That was a brave ump.
Full count. That one gets them looking. Ball game over. Stags hold on for the 12-2 victory.
Yeah, those offensive timely outbursts. 7 runs in the 5th, 4 runs in the 3rd, and a consistent, phenomenal pitching performance from Bowen Baker, who picks up the win here today. Double-digit strikeout numbers is always a great thing. Sets up the offense for success and sets a standard moving forward as the Stags have taken the first 2 versus the Peacocks.
Yeah, they'll look to finish off the series tomorrow, and you can find that here on WVOF. So make sure to stay subscribed to the channel and stay tuned for the next broadcast. From everyone here at WVOF, me, Kyle Scannell, and Andrew Jameson, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow.